Breaking news out of West Hollywood. Rap mogul Suge Knight has been arrested. Not just detained, arrested. Now accused of
Arrest follows a deadly crash yesterday in Compton. Knight surrendered early this morning, and KT Laser Spillman is live from West Hollywood with the latest.
TMZ, who first broke the news, reported that late Thursday, it appeared Knight had run over two men with his truck after an argument on a movie set. One was the other was injured. The story goes, Terry Carter, who was acting as a peacemaker, arranged to meet up in the parking lot of a fast food restaurant about 3 miles away from their original location. It was there that Sloan reappeared to continue his verbal altercation with Knight. In the footage, it appears the two men were fighting. Knight slammed down on his gas pedal with the alleged intent of running over Sloan. Knight also hit and Carter. Knight was charged and attempted regarding his alleged involvement in the altercation outside Tam's Burger in Los Angeles. TMZ has obtained the full video of Knight's incident. But instead of taking statements from the media and others involved as truthful, let's look at the bigger picture, not just TMZ footage. In the 90s, Knight was the media hype. Celebrities and media often reported how scary he was, similar to Orlando Anderson. These people were never real killers, only characters talked about amongst those within the music industry or media.
So we partied and next thing you know, my security come to me, say, yo, Suge outside. I said, oh. He said, should I let him in? No, they can't let him in. This was the venomous shut the party down. Everybody run out, Suge. When Suge would walk into the clubs, literally the DJ would pull the plug, roll that shit up, and get the out, because you know Suge was finna fuck shit.
I saw Suge Knight walk into the Vibe Awards with a cigar by himself, and the whole Vibe Awards ran out. I'm looking at Russell Simmons doing backflips, Alicia Keys running in the red dress. This out.
Fake personas are common in hip-hop. Knight's life has been one big act, all at the expense of his audience who naively takes the stories given to them as gospel. But fail to realize that not only is he a part of the system, but also to a large degree he is the system. Used as a tool for division, Knight helped divide the urban community.
But I gotta be strong.
Income Suge Knight. Death Row mainly kept everything in-house, not working with many artists outside of the label. The elite do not want a large amount of the population to share the same ideas in opposition to them. Suge Knight's tough guy images were made for us to fear, from his mobster and gang member photos to the stories they tell. Most of what you fear has no basis in reality. It is in fact only something that was conjured up by people such as Vanilla Ice and media.
And all of a sudden these huge guys who looked like a football team showed up. You know, it was very intimidating to see these guys. They were bigger than my bodyguards, you know, and a bunch of them. And they pretty much grabbed my bodyguard and pulled him out and sat down next to me right there and started talking to me, how you doing? A few months later, he did the same thing, just kind of showed up to me, said hi, and then left. Still thinking, well, wow, this guy knows where I'm at all times. How does he know where I'm at?
Stories like this I consider nothing more than social engineering, creating the big bad wolf. It's just like the movie, first, create the story of the black man creating a rap label. This will win the public's trust and approval. Then set up your villain, Suge Knight, as someone who crosses lines. Therefore it won't be as surprising when they cross the biggest line of all. The public has already been queued up to trust their actions, get the public thinking along these lines, and they will overlook a lot of shady behavior without realizing its true import. One of the easiest ways to make the public trust a villain is to have them act in a way that seems to counter their own machinations. The most common way of doing this is found in murder mysteries and involves the villain being the one who hires the detective. Remember, Suge was said to have hired crooked cops, who were also characters hired to go along with the script. One must remember they were alleged officers corroborating Suge Knight's story of being in the head during the 1996 Tupac.
Suge is still trying to run up to me, and you know, the guy's clearly a threat. He was also just absolutely gushing the side of his head, but he's acting fine.
I
You were hit as well in that car.
Mm-hmm.
You're injured.
I got a bullet still in my head.
The bullet's still in your head?
Yes. The doctor told me that they did brain scans, all kind of stuff, and it went in, it cracked my cranium, and it stayed there. They said there'd be more chances of damage to try to take it out than sew it up. I was hit there, I was grazed, some other places.
We did brain scans, all kind of stuff, and it went in, it cracked my cranium. I was grazed, some other places.
This only proves they're all working together to deceive the public. Suge Knight's character was based on fear. Fear is something we have a strange attraction to. A lot of the public feared Suge Knight, but loved hearing the stories. We connect to fictional characters because we're often given far more detailed and intimate knowledge of a character than we would ever know about someone in our real lives. And, as in life, it's our nature to fill in the blanks when we're presented with a character. Just like in the movies, they kept trying of the story, the downfall of the created villain, the audience will cheer.
You got me twisted. You know you want my loving baby.
The Suge Knight story is very deceptive. Let's start with the alleged. Knight was shot 6 times in August 2014 at a party hosted by Chris Brown. Knight suffered wounds to the abdomen, chest and left forearm in the. For starters, notice there's not much footage of Suge Knight. Also,
I got everything you need tonight. So what you wanna do? What are you gonna do, baby? You know.
Back to Suge Knight. We're told. On January 29, 2015, the Death Row Records founder drove his truck over 2 men. One, in the parking lot of a fast food restaurant on Thursday afternoon. But it never fails. Fake tears, bad acting, script readers. Suge Knight allegedly hit a guy by the name Terry Carter. Terry had a foster daughter named Jasmine Reynolds. She's almost a good actress, able to produce tears, but we can see her reading from a script and stumbling lines.
That's what I remember of him, and he can't fix this, that I'm sorrowful. Before we talk about the incident, we have to put Suge Knight in it, and his name should not even be nowhere in the sentence. In comparison to Terry Carter.
One must remember, everyone in the family may not know of the hoax. I believe only certain individuals are aware. It seems real to other relatives because, well, why would their loved ones lie about something so tragic? Right. Terry Carter's biological daughter Crystal Carter wasn't that good of an actor. Trying to show emotion, sniffing as if she's crying, but it's obvious she can't get out tears for something that isn't real.
Like justice for my dad and our whole family. He was a great, caring, loving, loyal man.
I can't even count the number of people, the number of children that he fostered and helped go to college.
Like justice for my dad and our whole family. He was a great, caring, loving, loyal man.
It's no wonder why they choose Terry's older daughter to be the spokesperson for this fake crisis. She's the better actor. The lady on the left also appears to hold back a smile. Speaking of Terry Carter's other daughter,
What are you gonna do? You know you want my loving, baby. You got me twisted. Girl, you got me twisted, baby. I know. I got everything you need tonight. So what you wanna do? What are you gonna do, baby? Don't feel like I do. You know I can make you feel real good if you let me, baby. Girl, you got me twisted, baby. I got everything you need tonight. Now you say you want me, girl. What are you gonna do, baby? You know you want my loving, baby. Girl, you got me twisted, baby. Girl, you got me twisted over you. I got what you need right here, baby.